Hey, what's going on? I just want to make sure this is working. I had some problems with the tech earlier, and Lucy and I are here. We wanted to share this Facebook Live with you, and it is her purpose to speak to you about your purpose. So Lucy is very clear about what her purpose is. I just want to make sure that we can be seen, because what I'm looking at from my end, there is no video. I can't really see what's going on there. So I just need a little bit of something from you here. If I can get some sort of a confirmation that I am indeed, you can hear me and you can see me. If you can do a comment, then that would be huge for me, so that I can actually continue with this live broadcast on the stress of finding your purpose, because Lucy's got some magical pearls to share with you guys. I just want to make sure that you guys can all see me. Can you please write a comment down and in one of the comments and let me know if you can see me? Can you see me? I'm just going to comment here. Just to make sure that you guys can all see me, and if not, then I'll start again. Can you see me? I'll start again, and if you can, great, I'll continue. If not, then what I will do is start all over again. But in the meantime, as soon as I see a comment here, Lucy and I will then begin. In the meantime, g'day, Karen. Can you see me, Karen? Karen, can you see me? I just need you to write down, Karen, if you can actually see me, because from my perspective, I can't see anything, because I got some great pearls to share with y'all on this Facebook Live in the group, The Art of Powerful Alignment. If you're watching, you could see. Yep, okay, good. Perfect. So we're ready to go. I just wanted to first introduce you to Lucy. She has a very, very important purpose on this planet, and that purpose is to keep build my self-esteem when I don't feel good about myself. When I know she's gorgeous, eh? When I don't feel good about myself and I'm having one of those down days, I just look at her and the way that she looks at me, and then I go, wow, if this little creature, gorgeous creature, looks at me that way, then clearly I must be something special. So I just want to thank you, Lucy, for living such a wonderfully important purpose in my life. And it's fitting that I start this broadcast off with gratitude and to show off how freaking cute this little... Yeah, it's called codependency. It's a codependent relationship that we have, and I wanted to share that with you. So, purpose. Think about how stressed you are in the realm of this question. I need to find my purpose. I need to make an impact. I need to find my purpose. Consider that most of you, if you're feeling stressed about the topic of purpose, is because you perceive that living your purpose is this amazing thing where you wake up each and every day and you just jump out of bed and you prance around and you get your green smoothie, and then you go into this office with all of these amazing people that you get to make an impact on, and that you're transforming them in some sort of way, or creating this big, beautiful piece that everyone around the world is going to appreciate and then pat you on the back for, and then you're going to be paid a shitload of money, and then everything's going to be amazing, and you're prancing around. And we have this diabolical delusion about what living our purpose actually is. And I truly feel that if we just remove these delusions, that unknown, that uncertainty, by paying attention to these few critical steps or shifts that you need to make, you then can move powerfully into your next move and know exactly what your next move is. You want to go outside, Lucy? Okay, go outside. So what does that mean for you? What does that mean? First of all, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to, ask a question. We're going to go into this a little bit. I want you to take some notes and write down stuff. So first and foremost, you got to understand your purpose is the most efficient path to making sure that all of your values are met. Let me repeat that. I learned this from my mentor, Dr. John DeMartini, is that your purpose is the most efficient pathway to expressing and participating in all of the highest values and things that are most meaningful or priority in your life. We all have that. We all have things in our lives that are most meaningful, most priority, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And most of us have no freaking clue what that is. When you join my Powerfully Aligned program, or when I start working with a client, the very first thing that we do is we uncover what your values are. Because without that, if you don't have that dialed in right, you will feel like you're drifting. You don't know what's meaningful to you. You don't know what makes time stand still. You start to look at outside people and you think, maybe I should be doing that. Well, this guy looks happy. Maybe I should, in making a lot of money, we're selling insurance. Maybe I should take that insurance course and start to, become an insurance salesperson. Or so-and-so loves working in that office and she's pretty happy. Why don't I maybe that's my purpose. I should be doing that. Or maybe I should, just quit and travel around the world and just kind of help people. Maybe that's my purpose. I don't know what it is. And you know what it is that you do that makes time stand still. And by asking yourself the right questions, you start to identify the things that you participate in, that you lose track of time in, that you immerse yourself in, that you become extremely present, that you naturally talk about to other people without even effort. It just naturally you migrate towards that. I know exactly what your values are. Tell me who you are. I will look on your Facebook profile and I will sift through the last 100 posts. I will sift through all of your photographs, and those will tell me what your values are. It's already there. Don't even pretend like you don't know what they are. You're automatically living those things. Most of us are doing it unconsciously, but the art of powerful alignment really is about doing it consciously. So powerfully aligned folks will get an idea exactly what their values are. Next thing is abandon. Here's what you got to give up. You got to abandon that all of a sudden this whole idea of purpose is something that just hits you like this lightning bolt. That's just like you're walking along the beach in Mexico and then this little flash of lightning comes and hits you and boom, your mind explodes. And purpose is something that comes from the outside and just infuses you. So many of you are just sitting there, not taking action. There's a lot of times clients come to me and goes, I feel like I'm sitting on myself. I don't know what to do because I'm stuck and I don't know what my purpose is. I should be living my purpose. As though you're sitting there waiting for this magical moment to come just hit you, like this insight to come and hit you. Now you know exactly what you got to do and you're going to be living your purpose. It actually doesn't work that way. It works the exact opposite way. It works by taking an action step towards your values. And most of the time, you know exactly what your purpose is. You just have a story of, I can't make enough money doing it. What will my parents think? What will God think? What if I fail? What if I don't make enough money or have enough money? I mentioned that before. What will my friends think? They're all going to think I'm stupid. I lose sight, my family, or I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too fat. I'm too white. I'm too black. I'm too yellow. I'm too whatever the fuck you're making up about it. There, you know what it is that makes time stand still. But all of those what ifs are showing up and confronting you in your face that's blocking you from actually taking action. Well, that's not how purpose goes. Purpose goes by saying, this is actually the direction that I'm going, is what makes my heart soar. Here I am. I'm not telling you to abandon your income and just follow your bliss just like that. In fact, there's much research that shows that that's not a wise thing for you to do. What's wise is to create a strategy. Know exactly what it is that makes time stand still for you. And if you can do it twice a week, 3 times a week, or as Gary V says, like Gary Vaynerchuk, he likes to say, look, man, 9 to 5 is, your work, but what about 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.? that's when it's wise to work on. Now, it depends on how committed you are. If you're committed to making it work, then yeah, he's right. 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. However, as long as you know what that is and what your area of expertise is, like one of my clients, she's been stuck. She's going off of medications. She is starting to get her wits about her again. But what's happened is she was stuck and not moving because, what if I'm not healthy? What if my brain's not working? All of these stories, I'm not educated. Whatever it is that was going on was blocking her. But what we got her to do was, we know what it is that makes time stand still for her. It's for her going and reaching out and being of service, helping those that are sick, ailing, dying, who are in nursing homes, that kind of thing. And so funny thing happened when I gave her that assignment to go there without any excuses, is just because she loved to serve. So it's been 2 days in a row that she has gone in without any agenda except to fulfill what makes her heart soar, what is the highest, most meaningful thing that makes time stand still. And all of a sudden, she's starting to see greater possibilities. She's starting to get addicted to reaching out to people, sharing her story. And don't be surprised if you're going to see her blog coming up soon, because that's the next thing. Because her story of transformation from paralyzing anxiety to getting real, telling the truth, and slowly weaning off the chemical straitjacket that the medication can be, is an inspiring one, that she's recognizing that she could make a difference in other people. And as she starts getting engaged in the doing, the next move, the next possibility, the next thing comes. It's just we as humans, we have this expectation where we need to have all our ducks lined up in a row, and we have to have that certainty. 3 years ago, I took off from my chiropractic practice because I knew that teaching this before Facebook Live was present, even before Periscope was present, before anybody knew who I was. I just had a couple videos on YouTube. I set out because I knew that teaching was my highest value. I didn't know that it would work. In fact, it probably wouldn't work. And I knew that it was something that I was going to have to invest my time, effort, energy, desire, and money into. And it was done after work hours. So it was 9 to 5 was my chiropractic clinic. Well, honestly, it was 10 to 6 at the time because I love to sleep in. So it's 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then I was working on it after the fact, on evenings and weekends. Slowly but surely, I just kept going, kept going, slaying dragons along the way. And here's the best thing that I did that actually supersized it, supercharged it, and made everything possible that we're doing this full time now, was I hired a coach. I hired a mentor who was doing what I was doing and had who trained me in how to take what was here and then share it with the world. So that was a 3-year journey from the moment that I declared that I wanted to leave my chiropractic practice, that my purpose was something else, to actually now doing it full time, to the point where I'm in a chiropractic office right now, but the only reason why I'm here is because I actually love it. Gets me out of the office because I live a laptop lifestyle in my apartment, and I see clients on this screen here and on this here, and so I need to get out to get dressed, to put myself together, and then to get my hands on people, which is my number one skill of healing that I use for transformation. Transformation is my purpose, and there are many, 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 many forms that I can do it in. So if you know what your highest values are, you could be a Starbucks barista, and each and every day as a Starbucks barista, be connected to your highest values and serve from that place. And I promise you, your opportunities and the people that you meet, the people that you serve, and if you keep investing in yourself and you have the right mentor, that will start to grow and shift and expand. And you will wake up one day and you're like, holy shit, everything that I ever envisioned for my life, it's better than my wildest dreams. This success and this life is beyond what my expectations were. But that's not going to just happen without effort, expense, and stuff, and struggling through it. Purpose is all about understanding and saying, what is it that you're willing to eat the shit sandwich for? Because everything sucks some of the time. Even as a coach, I have moments, I have times when my clients, I haven't been doing the mindset work. I haven't really been living what I'm doing. And all of a sudden I feel this frustration. I literally have to remind myself each and every day that pinch yourself, Nima. You get to take care of clients from all over the world. On my group calls, I have people from Australia and Spain and England and United States and Canada all on there at the same time. And it is exactly what I wrote in my mission statement 10 years ago, before all this Zoom and Skype and all of this stuff was available, before even the internet, before even YouTube, before I put out my first YouTube video. That was 10 years ago that I had identified what that is. And I've been climbing ever since, and I went through a massive downfall with my divorce, and then another one within the sale of my practice, which was like another divorce. So your purpose is something that you are willing to suffer to achieve. Think of how you feel about raising your children. You suffer when you raise children, but you do it because it's part of your purpose. It's part of that North Star. That's how I feel about the work that I'm doing today. I have suffered to do it. That's why I feel deserving of living that purpose, because of what I've suffered and risked in order to get there. There isn't even a tiny little part of me that has imposter syndrome anymore. Well, it does a little bit, a healthy part of me, because we all have to have that imposter syndrome. Who am I to be making such a difference? That's what's going to come up when you start to give yourself permission to start stepping up into a space that is currently larger than what you occupy. There's the slaying of the dragon and crossing the bridge of fear that's necessary for you to do that. That many of you just watching, I'm just letting you know, many of you don't have the guts to do. I'm saying that as a coach, as a challenge to you. So basically, in order to live your purpose, you have to be prepared to suffer for it. Because what do you have to suffer from? You got to suffer from the trying to win the war of approval from mom and dad. When I first told them 4 years ago that I wanted to do this, they were not violently, but they were like vehemently suggesting that I don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to regret it. Don't do it. You're going to regret it. So I had to deal with that. Then my own inner demons of worthiness. Am I really worthy? Is this something that I can do? Like, is it really, who am I? I'm this Persian chiropractor from Maple Ridge, British Columbia. What right do I have going to Australia and New Zealand and Europe and making a difference? These are the thoughts that you're going to have to suffer and struggle to surpass. Every one of my clients had to cross the bridge of fear and here's the other question you got to ask. Who are you right now versus who you'd love to become? The becoming of what you really aspire to can't happen with who you currently are. So in other words, you're going to have to stretch yourself beyond what you currently are to cross the bridge of fear to become that thing. And that's going to take effort, energy, expense, desire, investment, and coaching and mentorship and pushing yourself, whether that mentorship, whether that is strategic feedback from somebody that you trust or somebody that you're paying for. If you're not paying for it, then you're not going to actually do the work, because you have to be held accountable to something where you are something greater than what you currently are. So just know that it is tied into your highest values, and you have to abandon and give up this whole concept that it's something that hits you. No, it's something that happens when you take a step towards serving others according to your highest values and sharing and being real and constantly serving and serving and serving. And your purpose comes to you over time. It becomes refined. I want you to look at yourself like a statue, like a big carving of rock that the artist is carving over time, that your life becomes this carving, and every single time you're chipping away parts of you that aren't you. In other words, what requires in order to be living your purpose is to take off the mask and to unfold and take off parts of you that aren't really you. In other words, dissolving your delusions and lies and getting yourself out of this concept of ego and completely into the serving of others. And every time a client of mine feels stuck, guess what? They're going through exactly what I went through when I was stuck, in which was I was making my purpose about me. This is the final thing that I'm going to leave you with, is that Every single time you make your purpose about you, you will be stuck and blocked. But when you turn your purpose about making it about solving a specific problem for humanity, and you know what problem you solve, and if you don't solve it efficiently, then I suggest you get off your ass and you start working on yourself to make yourself of value to a certain community of people that you can help solve a problem, because that becomes a very fulfilling purpose. Because not only do you get the gift of being able to reach out and then touch somebody else's life and bring them up, but also it's very rewarding to you, because when you can solve a problem for another human being or a company or whatever, or a country, you become valuable. And it's only through your net worth, your finances only will go up to the degree that you're able to solve other people's problems. Every client that comes to me stuck financially is because they're thinking about themselves rather than the people, the problems of the people that they solve. And so the main problem that I suck at a lot of things, but the main problem that I am a freaking genius at solving is when you feel stuck and purposeless. I know exactly what it takes. It takes several things. You need to create a vision and mission statement that is consistent with your values. You got to know what the hell your values are in the first place. You got to clear all the resentment. You got to clear all the regret. You got to take every relationship that you have broken down that's disconnected. You got to learn how to restore integrity towards that. And the last most important thing is you need a mentor. You have to hire somebody. Then you have to have skin in the game who's going to hold you, hold the fire, your feet to the fire and say, you got no choice but to burn those bridges, burn the boats, and basically commit. So it's not because of a lack of information that you don't know your purpose. If you don't know it, it's because of a lack of decision. So I'm offering myself 2 coaching calls for people who are stuck and feeling the symptoms of purposelessness, which the symptoms are drifting, feeling disconnected from others, feeling like you want to isolate, feeling like you can't speak up, like you lost your ability to self-express because you're judging the shit out of yourself, because you're looking at everyone else and comparing your life to others, and you're beating yourself up for not living that. So usually it comes in the wake of having something horrific happen to you, like a divorce or a job thing, and you're stuck in transition. You don't know what your next move is. Reach out to me in a private message. We'll get on the phone, see exactly what the source of the problem is, and then create a strategy for you to fix it. And it's for only those who are committed. So send me a private message. Hopefully this was useful. Yes, that's right, Carl. It is imposter syndrome. You got to get through that. That is one thing that 100% of people are required to go through. It's something that I have learned how to master. I love teaching that to people, how to cure imposter syndrome. So yeah, that's exactly, maybe I'll do a Facebook Live post about that. For those of you who want to reach out and check out, if you haven't already, I have a live training. If you're stuck in the anxiety, the transitional anxiety and depression, I have a training. God bless you, Karen. Mad love. I'm coming to the probably Brisbane in September. You better frickin' be there. If I've added so much value, then I can't wait to meet you and give you a big hug in exchange for all that value I've given. That'll be awesome, Karen. So if you haven't already, go to Dr.Nima.com right there. Boom, boom, boom. And that was something that I really let consume me for many years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go to Dr.Nima.com, register for my training. For all of you, if you're new to the group, welcome. I'd like you to add 2 or 3 people who you know into the group that really should have heard this message, that need a little swift kick in the pants. Add them in, tag them on this post. Please ask more questions, engage, ask questions, and I'll shoot a video for you. But if you haven't already, watch that training, Dr.Nima.com. And it'll answer how I take every single client within 90 days and basically turn them into superhero badasses who feel connected to a vision and a mission and a purpose that's beyond just, I want to look good and I want to be right, which is what everybody's kind of stuck on. And I get it. I've been there, but no judgment. But if you're ready to move on to the next level, watch that training and then send me a private message. God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you at the next perfect time.